In this video, you'll learn to interpret a references page in Wikipedia, and you'll learn to locate a book and journal article in Pegasus from the references page. How many of you have been told to stay away from Wikipedia? What teachers and students are missing is the opportunity to learn from Wikipedia and obtain valid information. Let's start with a simple search term. I'm going to type, "What is learning?" What we get here are different ways that the topic of learning is being discussed. There's electronic learning, machine learning, learning styles. I'm just going to pick any one of these for now. Learning styles. At this point, you can skim or read the article to see if it's answering any of the questions that you have about your topic. In other words, do you like what you're reading? The next step is just to scroll down to the bottom of the screen and to see if there's a references page. So we're in luck. At this point, many of you may be impressed with this Wikipedia article because it does have a long list of references. Remember, just as anyone can edit the content of an article, anyone can make up references. We need to read these critically, just like the way we would read the article. We're going to use the UCSB library database, which is also called Pegasus, to see if these sources are actually for real. Also, since no teacher is actually going to let you cite an actual Wikipedia article, you can track down these sources to get the real deal. The nice thing about this Wikipedia article is that a bunch of people already did the hard work of summarizing the main ideas. You just need the source materials to summarize it in your own words. And you never know. The authors of this article may have misread the original source, or you may have a totally different take on it. The next important thing to know is how to identify sources. So how do you know what's a website? How do you know which are books and journal articles? We'll first start with the easiest to find, the websites. You'll probably just notice that they're all in hyperlinks, but the key thing is that they end in HTML or HTML. So you click on it and you're taken directly to the actual website. But even if it looks academic or reads in an academic way, you still have to treat this as a regular website. What you can do is look up this guy's name, David A. Kolb, to see if he's actually published in journals, and then you could obtain your information that way. Books are also easy to find. If you look at the far right of the citation, you'll see words like publications or press. These are publishing companies. They publish books. Before the name of the company, you'll also find the reference to the state in which it was published. So if you're not sure if it's a publisher like this one, Prentice Hall, doesn't have the obvious word like press or publications, once you see the NJ, which stands for New Jersey, then you know for sure that Prentice Hall is the name of the publishing company of this particular book. The title of the book is in italics. You can write down the title or simply copy Control-C and paste it directly into the search box. Over here on the far right is the library call number, and next to it, 1/0 means that the library owns 1 copy and 0 checked out. So you can head down to the library right now and check it out. If UCSB didn't own this book, you can return to the home page by clicking on this tab, and down here at the bottom of the screen, you'll need to visit Mailville. What Mailville is a library database for all the UC libraries within the system. So if I typed in the title into the search box, you'll notice that 9 UC libraries own this book. So in order to check out this book, you click on Details, Locations, and then click Request. Continue. I have to select the campus that I wish to pick up the book at. So UCSB, continue, and then you type in your library card number and password. It takes about 1 to 2 weeks for these books to come in. It's important to start doing research early because most of your books may come from Mailville. From my experience, about 50 to 60% of my books come from Mailville. Journal articles are also easy to track down. If you look to the far right of a citation, you'll notice that the journal articles always end with a bunch of numbers. This means it's volume 98, pages 176 to 183. This one means it's volume 48, pages 50 to 56. This one over here is volume 76, pages 1 to 20. You'll notice that none of the other sources ends in this way. Also, you'll notice the obvious, like Journal of Educational Research, Journal of Personality. The journal title always comes before these numbers, so if you have doubts, like this one, Educational Leadership, then you know it's a journal title for sure because of these numbers that follow. Let's go ahead and track down this source. So again, I'm going to copy, Control C. Now you can't just type in this journal title in the search box because then it's going to locate actual books on the topic. And if you click on articles, that's not going to work either because the library database thinks you're looking for articles about educational leadership. What you need to do instead is scroll down toward the bottom and click on electronic journals. This is a database of only journal titles. So I'm going to type in educational leadership, then click search. And then click on the journal title, Educational Leadership. Here you'll see that there are 4 different databases that have this article. Pay attention to the dates. This one starts with 1974 and then goes up to 1996. If the date of our article is before 1996, I won't be able to find it in this 4th option here. Make sure you pay attention to these dates before proceeding. You know, I don't remember the actual date of my article, so I need to go back to that Wikipedia article. 1990. So I'm okay with selecting this first one here. Go ahead and enlarge the window. So the article is published in 1990, so I'm going to click on this link. Now you'll see that there are several volumes here, volumes 48 and 47. So I got to go back to that article again. Okay, so it's volume 48, pages 50 to 56. The citation did not include the issue number, so I have 4 48s to choose from here. My gut feeling is to pick issue 1 because the page numbers are pretty low, 50 to 56. Issue 4 probably starts in like the 300s or 400s. So I'm going to go ahead and pick issue 1. So I got 41 results for this page. I could either skim through these to find my article, or I could simply copy and paste the actual title into the search box up here. Again, I'm going to go back to my article to copy and paste it. If you want to avoid going back and forth, you can simply copy and paste the whole citation onto a document or simply write it down. Paste it into the search box up here, then hit return. And there we go, a critique of the research. There's my article. What you want to do is click on PDF full text, and you click on the save button here, and you could save it onto your desktop, to your thumb drive, or you can simply print the article by clicking on the print icon. One really cool feature about the EBSCO database is that it has this citation icon here, cite this article, and all you have to do is copy the APA source, so Control C, and then open up your Word document which has all your references, and then simply paste it. This will save you a ton of time. Here's a quick tip. If you wanted to find that article faster, you could always just click search within this publication and then paste the title into the search box, and there's our article. This way's a lot faster, but once in a blue moon this method doesn't work. I'm not sure why. Some databases are just better than others when it comes to their search features, so it's good to know how to do it the long way in case you have to work harder to track down that article. One last point. We found that journal title by sliding down and clicking on electronic journals. That's assuming that journal titles are always in electronic form. Not all journals have been digitalized. Some are still in hardbound form, especially the older journals. So if you were to type in electronic journals and you got no results, simply come back to the home page, click on Advanced Search, and change this drop-down menu to Journal Title, and then type in the title here.